everybody, welcome to a new episode of the Dragon Slayer. Yes, I know it's been a while, and I'm going to explain why right after I do the normal introduction. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for clicking on my channel and watching it, or watching this video at least. If you want, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and hit the thumbs up. They all help my channel. They help the channel grow and stuff. And if you're returning, welcome back. I'm glad that you guys are still watching my videos, even though some of them are very boring and dull. But I'm going to be doing an unboxing of Dungeon Crate. I got the April's Dungeon Crate right here. It came a little late, but it's fine. It's actually a pretty good box. I opened it yesterday to look at it. I was going to do the video yesterday, but my working on one of my books took up all the whole day. Even up until late at night, right before I went to bed, I was still working on it. So hence the reason why I look like this. I just got up and put some clothes on and figured I'd do the videos before I got caught up working on my books again. I'm working on probably about 6 books and 1 paper at the moment. So that's the reason I haven't done too many videos. Plus my blogs. I've been trying to edit or work on writing a couple new blogs. But I mean, but I think that's enough of me. Once the books are done and edited, I'll probably do a video just talking about my books. I do have a bunch of them published at the moment, and but I'll probably do another video just on my books and the genres and the nonfiction stuff that I wrote. So if you wanted to check those out, you can. That's going to be probably... I'm going to hope to try to do that one next week. Because I got the Dungeon Crate, I got the Dungeon in the Box, and then I also have the Witch Casket coming next week. So I mean, and then probably the Trouvé Fountain Pen one coming the week after. But other than that, let's talk about the Dungeon Crate. For the new people, Dungeon Crate's a monthly subscription box for tabletop RPGers, and it's geared towards 5e and Pathfinder 2e. But they're not hard to convert because I use a lot of the stuff from my gaming boxes for my 3.5 campaign that I'm running right now with my gaming group. So, but the cool thing about Dungeon Crate is even if you don't like this stuff, there's somebody in your gaming group that will. So I don't buy this box just for me. I buy it for my gaming group as well. Because if there's ever anything in here I don't want, I know my gaming group will. And I do buy the boxes myself. None of these videos are sponsored by the companies. These are all straight out of my pocket. I do them every month. But the cool thing is with Dungeon Crate, unlike the other gaming box, Dungeon Crate will actually send you stuff that you can use personally. Like necklaces, decals, many other things. So, and it comes in a box like this. It's shipped directly to your house. It's usually shipped out the last month or the middle of the month. So you'll usually get it like right now or next week. Like I said, this one's late. This one's actually April's. So, and May's will probably come the week after next. So stay tuned for that. So other than that, if, when you subscribe to it, you get the box. The box is recyclable. I'll put a link down below because you could always check out their store. Their store's always got stuff for sale that won't come in the boxes because of being too big or probably not enough of the item. Or you could buy extra stuff, or if you're just a new person starting a gaming group, there is a GM pack and there is a players pack, and they're pretty reasonable priced. So, and for other things, each box comes with 2 sets of coins, and if you collect enough coins, you can get a couple. If you go to the digital coin part of their website, you can see what you can get for the different amounts of coins. And I bought a couple of things before, so if you want to check out that video, go right ahead. I don't remember what the title was. That was like almost a year ago now. But they do change the items every so often. So, and last time there was up to get free with your coins was the Mjolnir necklace that I got a long time ago from one of my first boxes actually. But that sits on my shelf next to some of my Scandinavian Viking historical items and memorabilia. That shit sits in my showcase right underneath. It's mixed with my Celtic and Scandinavian shelf is all one shelf, and then above it is my family heritage with like the the Clayton house, the House Clayton, Clan Cameron, and some of my Irish side. So, you know what? Maybe I'll do a video on those at some point, showing you the different things. Because above that is King Arthur shelf, where I have 3 Franklin Mint porcelain or are they Franklin Mint? Yeah, it's a Franklin Mint porcelain dolls of the women of Camelot, which I got over 30 years ago, and I've got other things up there that go with it. So we'll get started with unboxing this box. And here we go, the box. And you usually get a code to check out what the digital downloads are. But I think those are just for the people that subscribe. So this is the box. You get the stuff. And it's always stuff that's always useful for a gaming group. Like I said, if you don't like the items, I'm sure somebody in your gaming group will. And if you go through all my older videos, yes, there's sometimes I didn't like the box at all, but you know what? I've stuck through it. I think this is my 4th year doing this box. So we'll get the first item. And the first item is actually really cool. I don't know if this was in every box or they just sent this to me, but it's a well-detailed, well-painted piece of scenery. It's a wanted poster board or a job hiring board, which is cool. And it's actually made out of wood. It looks like it's made out of the etching wood that you would burn and carve stuff. So, yeah. So this is actually really cool. I'll never say no to scenery things. Then you got a wand, which is actually a pencil. And I have a couple of these. I don't use them because what I do with in my gaming group, all my gaming group, most of them uses mechanical pencils, most of them. Um, but I use the Fusion or the Fission, yeah, Fission erasable gel pens when I game, because that's what my character sheets are written in. That's what my GM books are got notes, take notes in. So I mean, I do everything in a erasable pen. I haven't used pencils probably since probably the late 90s. I stopped using pens or pencils. I mean, when erasable pens actually got better, and I like the Fission or Fusion erasable pens. They're really cool, easy to use. They don't make a mess. But those are about the only ballpoint rollerball pens I use, because if you watch some of my other videos, I use fountain pens all the time for everything else. So next is a set of dice. It looks like blood splatter dice, which is cool, in a little bag. So it's white dice with blood splatter, which is cool. And I will take a photo of all the items to post on my Instagram, and I'll put a link down below of that too. Let's do the miniature next. So we get a Deadlands Noir Grifter, and this is from Reaper Miniatures, and this is from their Bone collection. Even though it doesn't say Bone, it says Bones in the back, but it doesn't say Bones on the box or on the front. Yeah, this is from their Bones collection. So that's actually kind of cool, especially if you're going to play in noir or 1920s, 1930s type role-playing games, especially like Call of Cthulhu, which does have a modern setting, but a lot of it takes place in the 20s and 30s. Next, we got a bunch of free items. So we got another coaster, werewolf coaster. Okay. Even a man who is pure in heart and sets his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and autumn moon is bright. So I've gotten a couple of these. These are cool. I actually like them. They sit in my gaming bag. So if I go to another place and game, like if I have a friend that lives far away and he doesn't come and game with us, I go and game with him every so often, and it's been over a year since I've done that. But I will actually take a gaming bag, and I'll have coasters in my bag. Okay, then we got looks like a treasure chest, treasure chest with a D20 decal. I'm not sure, but he kind of looks like The Witcher. I may be wrong. The Witcher or Strider. Two different genres, not two different genres, they're both fantasy genres, but two different worlds. And then we got a woman reading a magical book. Her cape kind of looks like wings. And then we got a fighter. Or he could be a ranger. Then we have a knight, a dark knight with a fire sword, and then we have the classical D&D logo. Okay, next we have Wandering Monsters Underground. So, like the last couple of times, I got decks of cards. One was building your own underground caverns or dungeon. The last one was treasures. So you pull out a card, and people, and if whatever's in that dungeon, that's the treasure that they get. Okay, there it is. So we'll see. Sorry, it's not doing a great job of getting it open. There we go. And it is geared towards 5e. Random encounters for your role-playing games, but like I said, the stuff's not hard to change the stats to. Okay, there's the introduction. Add variety to your game sessions with the addition of random encounters. Okay, let's find the... Okay, where's the pull tab? Okay, they really seal these. I don't know why they need to seal the cards if they seal the box. There we go. So, there's the front of the cards, and here's the back. You got Swarm of Sturges. The sound of fluttering wings multiplies a hum, a buzz, a swarm. And then you can roll a d6 and figure out how many are attacking. So digger, burrowing bug, mites go up. So many-legged monstrosity, a lupin figure, white dragon nest, silver dragon nest, the dark elf raiders, bugbear horde, floating sphere, infernal darkness. So that's kind of cool. So if you're running a game and you realize that you wanted to put your players in more peril, there you go. You got a random deck. And I love these random decks. Next, we have a paint from Reaper Miniatures. And it's Brush On Sealer. So that's kind of cool. I needed some sealer because I haven't painted miniatures in years. The last time I did, my sealant was actually Aquanet hairspray. Next, we have a paintbrush, a bookmark, and a Paladin decal. So another paintbrush, which is cool because I'm trying to get my painting supplies back up. Because a lot of my painting supplies used to be for Games Workshop, and a lot of their paints have all dried up or actually still in storage. Most of the paints are still in storage. And there's a dragon bookmark. It's cardboard, but it's still cool. And then this month's adventure comes with as a 50 years of fantasy, so 50 years of D&D. And then there's their Patreon thing. So if you wanted to scan that and go to their Patreon, you could. And that's... So this month's actually not a bunch of it's not an adventure. It's a Hunt Horde adventure. It kind of is, but it's like a really small super side quest that you could just throw into your campaign. Welcome to the bustling tavern or lively town square where your next adventure awaits. Hunt board adventures are quick side quests perfect for spicing up any campaign. For a encounter when your party needs coin. The system-neutral adventures come fully equipped with combat trackers and tokens. And then it tells you how to use, there's the tokens. There's the things that you would find on the boards. And then there's the different, there's the 3 different ones. So you got the Lost and Mound, Nightcap, and the Minecrafters. And then these are the, so all the when the combat tracker. So you got that. So that's this month's, or this was April's Dungeon Crate. I'll put a link down below of their website, a link to my my Instagram, and if you want, for people, you can go there to their website and check out their other social medias. But they do have a Twitch, and they have an Instagram and a Twitter and a Facebook page and a YouTube channel themselves. So if you want to, go to their website, check them out, and then check out their other. And I'll put a link down below of their website. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. But first, my favorite item out of the box. I do this for some of my other boxes. And, I guess my favorite item would have to be the board, because it's all painted and everything, and it adds to my scenery. And the deck of cards for the monsters. And I will always like decals. I love decals. And the paintbrush, the magic wand pencil. But it has to be the deck of cards and the information board. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and come back and watch my other ones and enjoy and have fun.